computers. All right.
Just confused.
All right, we're good now. We're ready to go. All right. Go live.
Oops.
Yeah, don't press any buttons, because then that will just...
I kind of pressed a button.
Yeah, well, I hope it wasn't an important one.
Hopefully
yeah.
not.
Hopefully not. All right. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Welcome to Chinwag number 242.
Mm-hmm.
We're a little bit nervous because we've had to just perch the camera on our monitor. So hopefully it won't just fall off, because that would be a real shame, because we really don't want it to break, do we? It's a nice camera.
I mean, we've done a little bit of moving around.
We're just not prepared. We're just not prepared. We should have really put like a little speaker there.
It was sat on a speaker last week.
Yeah, and now the
speaker's not there now.
And then so it's kind of messed everything up. Really should have ideally we need to get some kind of little tripod or something going. Oh Meg, I think we have had audio on there as well, so that's not good.
Well,
let us know if it sounds okay.
hopefully it's alright.
Yeah, hopefully it sounds okay. Hello to Barry. Barry is the first and only person in the chat.
We'll pretend we normally do this.
Yeah, we don't. Lincoln Seller is the second person in the chat. Welcome. Hope it sounds okay. I'm not sure if. Yeah, I had the speaker on as well. It's all going as well as it normally does. Which is... yeah.
It's doing alright.
Yeah, just make sure your mic is near your face.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right,
okay, just make sure your mic is near your face. And we will get... I've just moved it close to your face.
Yeah, and I've just moved it there.
Why would you move it away?
No, it's there.
Good. Hopefully people can hear you okay anyway. Yeah. So, we come on Friday evening and
have a bit of a chat. Talk about a week.
Yeah, we talk about a week. That's what we do.
Sometimes we share some sales, although
Sometimes.
I can't see that we've got any sales to share this week.
We probably
do, but we just haven't prepared a screen.
But we haven't prepared any, so yeah, we're not likely to do that either.
Mm-hmm.
So, in terms of useful content, we'll see.
Hey, it's the start, okay? Of course this is going to be useful, right?
It will be, exactly. We will still make sure that it's got some use of some kind. Even if it's just... Some people just want to pass the time, right?
Yeah.
If you just want to lose like an hour of your evening so that you're an hour closer to the bank holiday weekend car boot sales, that could be our use, couldn't it? Yeah, just don't think about the time. Just don't worry about it. An hour, hopefully it will just zip by.
So are you looking forward to
car booting at the weekend? I actually am. Yeah, I think more so than normal, because the weather is good. It's our last bank holiday, isn't it? Yeah. Really. And then after that, it's going to tail off a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
So,
car boot season will kind of
probably
tail off. Won't it?
Probably tail off. Like, there are other ones we could go to, but our local one, this is probably going to be its like swan song.
Yeah, it kind of stops around September time.
Exactly. BCP has joined us, as has Jack Dobbins, and Tracy as well says, "I'm here to waste." You know what? That should be the motto of this channel. If you want to waste some time...
Come and waste some time with us.
You know what? Let's get into this, all right? I've been struggling to make videos for this channel. True?
Yeah.
Yeah? And I think it's because I don't want to.
That's a great start. I've been struggling to make videos for this channel. Because I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
I've thought about it a lot, and I think that's what it is. I don't want to make like videos and things.
Right. So, okay. This is...
No, you know what I mean? Like, I want to make... Not about like going... Not about... I don't want to do sales videos. I don't want to do car boot videos. I don't want to do haul videos. And then when your channel is mainly based on reselling car boot videos, haul videos, it leaves you in a bit of a situation. So correction. I want to make videos.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think saying that you don't want to make videos is like...
wrong.
Yeah. Because I don't think it's that. I think it's that, the videos that you don't want to make.
Yeah.
And I asked you this the other day. I was like, well, what do you... No, actually not the other day.
No, you didn't ask me.
It was probably a couple of weeks ago. I was like, well, what videos do you want to make then?
I don't... Well, I think I'd like to just make more videos about the shop.
Yeah,
but
I can see that.
The problem is with that, there's not much going on.
Yeah, it's quite...
So, you know...
Well, we're getting to the end of summer holidays now, aren't we? So it's kind of
also,
it's a bit quiet.
There's just not much going on, is there? It's just the shop.
Yeah.
You know, the shop. We go to the shop. We work in the shop. There are things on the wall. The things on the wall change to other things.
Yeah. We had a cool action figure come in today.
But again, that's what it. You know, I think that's why I'm like, oh, I don't end up doing anything. So I might just do some lives, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, waste people's time. Like Tracy says, she's had to have time wasted.
Exactly.
Yeah, we had an Ed 209 action figure come in.
It makes sound as well.
So cool.
Although we didn't.
Yeah.
We opened
it, but we haven't
display it.
Yeah, he looks amazing.
But we haven't made it make sound yet.
Yeah, if you're a fan of RoboCop, definitely check it out. It looks so cool. Like, I mean, I've not done any videos on it or anything, obviously. But check.
Maybe you should do a video on that.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I could do a video on Ed 209, Enforcement Droid Series 209, but I'm not sure. Cells of the Unexpected. That is Peter Cummins. Thank you for popping in, Peter. Rich by name, not by nature says hi. Jack says at least he's honest, if nothing else. Yeah, there is nothing else, is there, Jack? I mean, you know what?
Be quite honest,
I think in an ideal world, right? If I hadn't been such a good father and given my graphics card to my daughter, right?
It'd be streaming on Twitch.
I'd be
now,
yeah. I think if I'm honest, that's what I'd be. I'd be playing Halo, okay? Because I'm like a born Spartan, you know. Don't you think, hon? Born Spartan.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, I live by grenades. Was it weapons, grenades, melee? Is it grenades?
You're meant
grenades.
to know.
Is it? No, it's grenades, weapon, and melee. Yeah, I live for grenades, weapons, and melee. Because you grenade and then you weapon and then you melee at the end to finish them off.
The end move, right? End move.
And I want to do. You know, I'll probably be doing that if I'm honest. So the lives are still fun. That's why we're doing the lives, because this is just complete and utter, like, you know, just bleh, isn't it? Like, it's
yeah.
Look, you got Alf there.
You got Alf.
You might have seen him licking his butt and stuff.
Behind.
That's what he normally does. You got my trainers there. See?
Why didn't you move them?
I don't know. And you can see there's a cap, and then Beck's got the cap right near her head.
Yeah.
And then there's a chair that we need to go to take to the tip.
Yeah, that's why it's in that corner.
So we've got all that going on as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go. The dog is itching.
He's
itching. Might have a flea, you know. All right.
And now he's licking.
Just strap the camera to Alfie and upload that. It'll get a lot more views. That's the thing. I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Pete? I think it's just like real. Real lethargy with. I love car booting at the moment. Like, me and Beck have been going every weekend, haven't we? We've been. So we still love doing the car boots.
And we've been selling at a car boot as well.
Selling.
Although we're not going to be selling this weekend.
We've been doing things that in the past we would have made videos of, right? We would have recorded. Oh, look, we're selling a car boot, or we would have done. Oh, look, we're in even like making a video of like. We've sold some pretty cool items recently. We found some really cool items recently.
Yeah.
But I think if anything, I think I might just start focusing more on just making shop videos, maybe. Videos about the shop, or stuff. So for example, if someone comes in with a collection of something, might do a video of that.
Yeah.
Or if we get new stock in. But I know it's not really what the channel was kind of originally about.
We got some really cool Funkos in this week as well.
Oh yeah, we got some Fallout Funkos in.
That was someone dropping.
But come on, Ed 209 is the best thing this week.
No, it was
Ed 209.
It's Fallout.
No, Ed 209. How is Fallout even close to Ed 209?
Because they're Fallout like figures.
I'm sorry,
they're cool.
Fallout's a cool video game and everything, right? But come on, RoboCop. How can you even like? Yeah, I don't even understand.
Okay, right.
Yeah,
okay, there was a really cool, like, little cutie little like Funko like dog meat. We actually sold him yesterday.
So if you guys
and
had
it is so cool.
we bought a bunch of Funko Pops, Fallout Funko Pops from some dude,
Mhm.
right? Like they're cool.
No, they came in this week.
They came in this week. Yeah, we could have made a video about that, but we didn't. Yeah.
But we didn't.
Well, do you know what we could do a video? We could do a video about the things we didn't make a video about.
Oh, shall we?
Yeah, there's loads of things we did we just don't make videos about, and then every week we'll get.
Hey, here are the things that we didn't make a video about. We're going to tell you.
We
what
can just
made
do
a
it as the
video
content for the live stream, right?
that's a cool idea.
We'll do
Right,
that. Going forward,
so videos that we should have made this week, right?
won't
We had a
make
cool
them.
Funko
we
Pop
won't make
collection
them,
come
but
in.
we'll just talk to you about.
We'll talk to you about them instead.
Yeah, we could have made a video. A dude came in, wanted to get rid of some Funkos. We made a little deal. You know, it was like, you know, we can add a bit of drama. Like he came in and he wanted £1,000 for them, and I looked at him and said 20p, and then the music was playing.
This isn't how
zooming,
it went. By
it was
the way.
zooming in on my eyes, and the sweat was coming down. Then it was zooming in on
Definitely
the dude's
not how
eyes.
it went.
You know,
Be careful.
Sorry about that.
I wear glasses.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And then like he was like getting sweat, and then he tried to walk away from the deal because he was like, no, I'm not taking 20p. But I knew I had him, and we settled on a number somewhere in the middle. Well, no, actually, it wasn't anywhere in the middle.
No,
it was really cheap.
It didn't happen like that at all.
But imagine it happened like that, and then we got the deal, you know, and then we were just researching them, and we sold.
There we go.
That happened. That happened
this week.
In other news, what else did we do? What other
did we
videos?
have?
We had some cool stock come in. We didn't make any videos about that either.
No.
So we had some really cool anime stuff come in and some more stuff for the shop.
Yeah,
we didn't make any
that
videos
was a
about
good
it.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
the
good
anime
one.
stuff's pretty cool.
Yeah. What else didn't we make videos about? Oh,
We
we
got
sold some stuff.
No, but we got
sold
some cool
stuff.
like anime like cup things.
Cup things, yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
Car boot haul. We did a couple of car boot hauls.
Oh yeah, we did some.
And we didn't
some
make
car
any
boots.
videos
We didn't
about
make
that.
any videos about that either.
Yeah, we bought some things. Went to the car boot. It was early in the morning. The sun was coming up. It was all happening. There were people in the field.
There were people.
Yeah.
There was a lot of talking.
A lot of talking.
A lot of selling.
Money changed hands.
Yeah.
You know, things were bought and sold. You know,
We ate some food.
We sold at a car boot as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't make a video about that either. We sold at the car boot as well. We took some things to the field and sold them and got money for them. So yeah, it's been a busy week.
And then there was one car boot that was really rainy. Do you remember?
The rain.
Right? There was rain,
yeah.
and we went to a local one, and it was like really struggling to get started. So we were like,
oh
rain, come on then, let's take the drive to Norcross.
Yeah, and it was raining there as well.
And it was raining there as well.
So yeah, it was.
Their car boot was a little bit bigger than the one we usually go to. Because that one had just failed, and then we had this really smart idea of once we went to Norcross is to go back to Billsborough again just to see if it got
we went
started.
again, yeah.
So we went to this was all before going into the shop.
And we didn't make a video about any of this.
And we didn't make a video about that either.
Meat pie videos for the win, says Tracy. Evening or movie chat, thanks for popping in. Tracy says, I'd watch you build a perfect burger. I've not done that in a while.
Yeah, not done that one.
The cooking, I'll be honest with you, the cooking has been completely overtaken by Beck now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining, but I've not cooked anything now for a long time.
Yeah, ages actually.
A long time, yeah. Like
I kick everyone out of the kitchen. Even the kids can't cook. They had to bake cookies when I wasn't in the house.
Yeah. So no one does any cooking in the house now apart from Beck. Even the girls normally help.
It was a nice surprise coming home to cookies though, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, but the girls used to cook like little meals for us and give us a night off. But you took that away as well. Not took it away, not like that. But
I kind of ended up doing the food shop, and then I knew what dinners had been planned for the week, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not complaining. You wouldn't complain, would you? In my situation, you'd be like, cool, nice food's been cooked. So I don't really get to do much burger making. My cooking, however, another thing we didn't make a video about. We are back on the coffee game.
Coffee.
Did you see that reaction? Did you see that reaction, guys? Literally like an intake of breath.
And all it took, right? Oh yeah, we took a day off on Monday.
Yeah, we just didn't even open.
We didn't open.
We're gangsters.
We want to spend some time with the kids, and
we just didn't open.
Hannah is off this week, isn't she, from her work, like her job. So we were like, we're taking Monday off.
Taking it off.
Quickly did the shipping, didn't we?
Did the shipping though, so it's not a full day off.
So it wasn't a full day off.
Could have made a video about this, but we didn't.
Yeah, and then we went shopping. Got some coffee beans.
Coffee. Oh, We went
And
to this
then-
place called Atkinson's Roasters, I think.
In Lancaster.
Is it
isn't
Atkins? I think they're called Atkins.
Atkins.
Atkins. Is it Atkins or Atkinson's?
It might be Atkinson's actually.
I'm not sure. I think it's Atkinson's Coffee House, like
Yeah.
their roasters. And we
Well,
bought,
it's in Lancaster.
yeah, we bought 2 bags of beans.
Yeah.
And they'd only been roasted 4 days prior to me buying them, so they were fresh, weren't they?
We've had some good coffee.
Some great coffee. So I've been
Really
doing
good
that.
coffee.
I finally cracked open the Niche Zero coffee grinder
Yeah.
that Beck bought me for my 40th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I'm now past
So
41. It's taken
Yeah,
a year.
it's taken over
year
a
and-
year.
a
okay.
year and 3
For
months.
him to actually set up
yeah.
this coffee machine,
She
like this
bought-
coffee
She
grinder.
bought me this present a year and 3 months ago. It's because it kept on going up in value, and like, you know, technically, it's the second one I got, because the one that she actually originally got me, like, we sold.
Oh no, you bought that one.
No,
yourself.
I bought that myself. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you bought
sold
that one
because the
yourself.
value went up,
Yeah.
and then she bought it for my 40th,
Yeah.
and that one, because she bought it, made it harder.
Well,
for
because
me
you
to
sold
sell.
the other
Yeah.
one, I was like, well, no.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, and because the price difference, it's not going to go up anymore.
Not hugely.
Basically.
It's still, I mean, it's still worth more than what we
Yeah,
paid.
but it's
But,
like
yeah.
it's nice because it's like it's not a commercial like
It's not
grinder,
no.
but it's like as good as.
It's so good, so good.
Yeah.
Well, so
So-
we've been having some good coffee. That's
It's
not
been
the
really good
only
coffee.
input in the kitchen. Closet Geek
Yeah.
has popped into that chat as well. Hey guys, hey Closet Geek. Movie chats. Z says, I feel your pain, Z. I struggle to make content as well. Yeah. Z, you're doing brilliant the way you are. Don't change the format. Says Rich by name, not by nature. That's very kind of you to
Aw.
say. We're doing fine the way we are, which means we haven't made a video on this channel since the last live stream. So
Yeah.
we'll just carry on just doing that.
No, we do try and do
Yeah.
like the shop vlogs, but it can feel a bit samey doing that as well. So.
That little mic just makes me think you have got a really big. Well, you know, that's for me to know, and not for you to find out. That's for sure, Peter. What else are people saying? Just sold a £2 purchase for £350. Wow.
Wow.
What is it? Let us know what it is, or is there going to be a video coming out about that? Let us know, Peter, because that's a good flip. That's a good flip. I'm in desperate need of 4 likes on my fantasy eBay listing league video. My future habits depend on this. Wow, Peter. If there's anyone in this group of fine people that wants to go over and like that video of Sales of the Unexpected, aka Peter Cummins, please do so. 4 likes he needs, as his life or his future happiness depends on it. That's kind of sad. If your future happiness depends on. I did notice the big smiley face. So sarcasm, I get it, right? But yes. BZB saying hi. Marilyn's is in the chat as well. Babs at the Attic Vintage and Collectible says evening. Shop videos, it'll be like watching Open All Hours. Hopefully, maybe. I do like Open All Hours, so that's good. Good evening, says Fix It for reselling. Please send any surplus likes to
And
this
Jack
video.
says Fallout was way better until they released Fallout 4.
Oh, what do you say? What do you
Yeah, I
think?
probably agree with that.
I
actually.
played Fallout 3. I never played New Vegas. You loved New Vegas as
Yeah.
well. And I didn't play 4. Did you not like 4 either?
I kind of, I think I lost it
What
at
you
that
lost?
point.
Yeah.
I lost interest.
So 4's no good.
So-
4's no good. Okay. Hi, Zaheer and Beck. How are you doing? Says the Hills. We're doing fine. Oh, are you okay, hon?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that? A bit of wind or something?
No.
Because you the way you were like in pain.
No, because
Oh,
I'm
I
like really
thought-
close to the table.
Oh,
Because obviously
okay.
I'm trying not to be away from the mic, but I'm kind of sitting back, and then I'm like,
Yeah, and
no,
then you're
I need to move
recognising.
forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's all it was. Is so I didn't hit the old table.
Rich by name says, you may confuse newbies, but us diehards who have been with you from conception love it. Oh, thank you. Seems like I've been here for years, because I have. Yeah. BCB sharing Closet Geeks channel. Yeah, BCB is the master moderator. He shares and amazing. Z starring in the remake of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. By the sounds of it, I'll leave it up to you which one Z is. Says Barry. Very funny. Movie Chat says, why don't you do a weekly video, 5 minutes of every day? You could call the series A Window into the Madness. It would be disingenuous to call it the madness because it makes it sound like it's all happening. I think this is the thing. Like, our weeks are not.
You would call it the window into nothing.
Window into just. I think.
Nothing.
Do you know what it is? It's very like it's just normal stuff happening. You know.
It is. It's really. I think it's because we're there day to day.
I think I'm going to try to get bit by a radioactive spider or something, you know, just to kind of spice things up a little, you know?
Let me know how that goes.
No, because it's very, like, there's not much, I think that's the issue. There's really, like, we go
what
to
you
work.
do, like, shoot web, like, around the shop all day.
Like fat Spider-Man.
Sitting in the corner when a customer comes in, dangling from the ceiling.
See, there's loads in that. Think of the camera angles you could get.
I know, right? Like, where is he today?
Yeah, I mean...
I like that.
Yeah,
I think we should do that.
Yes, that's something we might look into then. Oh gosh. I'm still determined to stop by your shop one day to get a Chucky doll and a Zaheer handcraft coffee. You know what? My coffee setup.
It's actually
it's at
here.
home.
Yeah.
But I was thinking of taking it to the shop, but there'd be some
What?
disappointed.
And deprive us of coffee?
Well, you could come. The girls could come to the shop as well,
Yeah.
couldn't you? You could pop into the shop for a coffee, couldn't you? And
Yeah.
no. But the thing is, I do like it at home. You know, in the morning you get up and
I don't know. It's a bit annoying, actually.
having to wait for a coffee and stuff.
No,
What?
because like
Go on, what's annoying?
like,
Go on.
it's taking up
Oh, you're
quite
already
a bit
tired.
of space.
See, she always acts like she's such a lovely wife, right? It's like, look, see, I let you have all this. So really, this is what's going on. So you're already fed up of it.
Yeah.
Didn't tell me this, did you?
Well, the thing is, I was like doing the dishes at the sink, right?
Yeah,
and I
like-
was sitting there and I was like,
Taking up
oh,
such...
if I didn't have this coffee machine, I wouldn't have to keep going over to the other side to go and pick up more dishes. Because there's not enough dish space where the sink is now.
I think,
So
all right,
like,
maybe we're going to move the coffee.
and I do have a dishwasher, so it's not like it's like for those occasions where I need to kind of wash a few bits and pieces in the sink, like that need that
Maybe I should
really
take
run
it
through the
back to
dishwasher.
the shop though, because then that way it'll be out of the way. And
Yeah,
then-
I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What do you mean? What you're not sure about? Like having it at home or in the shop?
I'm having it at the shop
Why is that?
because I like a coffee.
Yeah, but you get a coffee anyway.
Yeah, but you're making a nice coffee first thing.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't
It's
it?
very good.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to figure that
And
out.
if you have to wait for that until you get to the shop,
get to the shop.
it would make the shop smell really,
Good.
really
Oh,
nice.
the
though.
shop would smell good.
It
But
would
we
smell
we
amazing.
burn incense, but I think coffee would be good.
Yeah, coffee would be really good going
Yeah.
through that shop.
Yeah. Could
Yeah.
be, you know. Could be a thing. Could be a thing, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh. I think so. I think I might do that actually.
Well,
I feel
we'll
bad
think
for
about
the-
it. We'll
'cause the
think about
girls
it.
like
No, we're
coffee.
not making a decision.
But the thing is, the girls can come to the shop if they want a coffee as well, can't they? So yeah.
No, we're not making a decision.
Yeah. Mr. Sadie, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it. Mr. Sadie says the hair looks good, which is very kind of you to say so. Thanks for popping into the chat as well. Coffee, yeah, you can't be a nice a nice cup of Nescafe, can you? Says Barry. Yeah, yeah, no, it's proper coffee. Thanks, but you know, Channel Nem has popped in. I will have to do a taste test here versus Costa. I'm better than Costa, aren't I? I mean, I'm using better stuff though. To be fair, I think.
Yeah, you're using.
Do you think I'm better than Costa or not?
Well,
Be honest.
You're using a better like roast.
Yeah, the better-
coffee
the better roast, yeah.
thing.
I mean,
So, I find McDonald's coffee really burnt. I find Starbucks coffee really, really burnt as well. Costa I actually like, but only because I only ever have it with like the steamed milk.
Yeah.
Whereas the one you make at home, I'm quite happy to drink it. Like, without steamed milk.
Without steamed milk because it's fresh.
Yeah.
Americano.
Yeah.
It's better. Yeah.
So I can't. So yeah, it is better. Yeah, actually, it's better.
Nespresso says hi all late again. Was looking forward to this all day. Man, I hate to think what kind of day you had. I'm grateful for you popping in, definitely. But honestly, guys, right? If this is anywhere close to a highlight of your day, just my prayers are with you. Jilly B has popped in as well. Thank you for popping in. BCP sharing our TikTok. Yeah, if you go onto our TikTok, you will see Ed209, the action figure.
Oh yeah, you put it on there.
Yeah,
I've
done a TikTok of Ed209.
Yeah,
he's so cool, man. Ed209. Yes, I am sad, lol. I already knew that. I've like Sotu. See, that's really cool because you can call Peter. You can call him Sotu. Like people say Motu, like Masters of the Universe. Because most people call it Motu, like MOTU. So Sotu sells it. That's really cool. Sotu Motu, isn't it?
I was really, really slow and I didn't quite get that.
Cells of the unexpected.
Yeah. I've just realised after you pointed it out. So yeah.
Afternoon says Tea Cakes. Thanks for popping in. You don't have to apologise for not being in here. Honestly, not had time to fart recently. I always find time to fart personally, but priorities,
Priorities.
Better out than in.
That's how the saying goes. Just why?
This is the content back. Go with it. By the way, guys, if you do have any serious questions,
you're more than welcome to put them in the chat.
I can't guarantee we'll answer them, but they'll be in the chat anyway. What else are people saying in the chat? So Antoinette Daly is in there as well. The Monkey Thrifter has popped in as well. Thank you very much for popping in. Thanks, Z. I'm just helping, doing my little bit for YouTube people, says BCP. Our BCP is a legend, honestly. Really, thank you so much for everything that you do in the chat.
Yeah.
It really is incredibly cool and just generous of you, really. What else are people saying? Have these two been on the giggle juice? No, Jilly.
No.
We've just been drinking really good quality coffee, and just sometimes you have to relax.
I didn't actually have a coffee when I finished work today.
No.
I made some pizza.
Yeah. We've got no fizzy in the house either.
No, I didn't have a coffee.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, we've got to wake up early tomorrow for the car boot.
Yeah, probably shouldn't have coffee then.
No.
No. Time of night, actually.
No. Do you know why we laugh sometimes? I think it's just...
Why do we laugh?
Why do we fall, Master Bruce?
I won't complete that because I always mess up the lines.
No, do you know
whenever you quote stuff at me, and then I always give you the wrong line back.
We laugh because...
Why are you holding my hand?
Oh, I just like to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fine. It's fine.
I'll take my hand back, thanks.
Fine. Okay. I don't know. I think sometimes you have to laugh.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Sometimes you have. I think when you're like constantly doing work stuff.
Yeah. Do you know what? We've been like really mega serious for like
too serious.
Ages and ages and ages. Yeah. Like to the point where we weren't even really having a laugh and joke at home.
And every time you talk about like the shop or eBay or this or that or the other, whatever it is, whether it's positive or negative, because obviously sometimes you talk to each other because you're like, oh, sales are not as good as this week or whatever, or it could even be, oh, we're doing really well, we need to place this order, we need to do that wholesale order, or we need to do this or that. Even if it's positive, sometimes you find you can catch yourself like that's your only conversation. And then we were noticing that that's all we were talking about.
I mean, I almost said this week to you, like, look, just stop it because like
That's all we do.
we're home from work
and the worst
now.
part of
That's
it is we were both feeling this way because we were both coming home and doing things to chill out,
and then we didn't talk to each other,
and then we weren't talking to each other because
because we had argued, but just because
it was a
I
break.
didn't want to talk about work.
Well, yeah. So Becca's been coming home doing like a bunch of her like crochet, knitting, and playing The Sims.
Playing The Sims, yeah.
And I've been doing like just browsing the net a lot. I would be playing games, but my graphics card is poo, so
yeah.
You know.
Whereas I can turn the graphics down on Sims and I can still get a decent.
But
play
like
out of
I've been just doing that and like watching like
so
loads of music videos and TV shows and things. But the thing is, it's like we've not been spending much time together. So
I'm just moving.
I think we're just trying to be a bit more like, you know, like chatting and just chilling a bit more. You know?
Yeah. We had fun today. Yeah. We had fun in the shop.
We did, yeah, we did.
We had a laugh and a joke with each other.
We did, yeah. One thing about the shop though, and this social media stuff though, it can be really like cringy, can't it?
A little bit.
A little bit cringy.
Yeah, should we go serious and talk about some serious stuff?
Oh no, not too much.
Not too serious.
It's kind of funny as well. It's not. It's more cringy than anything, isn't it?
It is. It is. I mean, because of our
young people
type of
following
shop,
you on TikTok,
you get a lot
basically.
of young people following you on
and
TikTok.
taking the mick out of you.
Yeah.
Well, out of me, really, isn't it?
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is that they're a couple of girls, aren't they?
But they're just taking the mick, really.
But they are taking the mick. And you can tell they're taking the mick.
But it's what you expect, though. You know, like...
I just said to Zaheer, like, just be careful with it.
Yeah.
Whatever they say, just be careful with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that happens.
Yeah, like just don't reply.
But that's bound to happen though, because you get people coming in, and especially when you get like young like school kids and stuff coming in, they're like, "Oh, we follow you on TikTok," and it's like, "Good, I suppose." I don't know, like. What
yeah, yeah.
But
and they were asking you to follow them, weren't they?
And I was like, God, I don't know how to do that.
He was just like, "Oh, I'm old. I can't work that stuff out." So yeah.
And we left it at that.
So it was just like,
yeah,
we'll leave it there.
Just a bit, yeah.
But yeah.
What else? See, that's the thing. Not much other than that, is there? Like we sold some stuff, but I don't want to share that. Not because I want to hide it.
No.
But because it's kind of like,
Swag.
yeah. You know, like ooh wow.
Swag.
You know, we did sell some cool things like vintage top trumps and
cool.
those were cool, weren't they? And there's a few other bits. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. So this is when we just like to. This is why we're just being like this, really. Like, we'll see how it works out.
Yeah.
But yeah, we do need to come up with a more regular video idea. Wow, you're really close to the camera.
Yeah, I moved forward.
Yeah,
no, because I was sitting and like I was getting all uncomfortable, and I was like,
hold on.
Move forward.
Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can.
Don't mess around with things.
I'm not. I'm just opening the f-stop because. It's like because to let more light in. You see?
What do you want me to sit back?
No, you don't have to sit back. Look,
I can sit back.
Look how much cleaner the picture's gone.
Yeah, it's a bit better.
It's a lot better because it's gotten dark. So I reduced the f because it was on f11. For those of you wanting to know, you probably won't, but I'm gonna tell you anyway.
That's how this works.
When you're taking photos, right, on a proper camera and you're taking product photos, f11 is like a sweet spot. Because what that means, if you set your lens to f11, it will make sure that everything, like as much of the stuff in your shot is in focus, and that just makes taking product photos. Because for product photos, you don't necessarily, especially if you're taking your product photo on a white background, you don't need to do separation like foreground background blurring. You don't need to do that. You just need to make sure that the product fills your focus, your image area. And you just take a nice sharp photo, and you want all corners of that product to be super visible, because the idea obviously of a photo when you're trying to sell something is so people can just look at the item in detail, right? So I have it set on f11. That's what I do. That's why I had to reduce it down to f4. I'm sure that was really riveting. No?
Yeah.
Super
yeah,
riveting.
I don't really know about
You don't know. No, you just use
all
your
of
phone.
that stuff. I just use my phone.
Exactly.
I use my phone.
Use your phone.
I'm moving back now.
You're moving back. You're so
I felt
fidgety,
like I was
aren't
too
you?
close.
Yeah,
but do you know what?
Yeah.
Like, should I tell you the stuff that's annoying me right now? There's like, we've got this table, right? And underneath the table, there's like this little like metal thing.
Yeah.
Right, and it just keeps hitting my leg.
What?
So that's annoying me now.
God, I don't want to hear about your problems, man. People don't come here to hear about your like leg hitting metal thing. Problems.
Why not? Oh dear.
Thank you, BCP. I'm 120 off 1,000 subs, says the Monkey Thrifter. Monkey Thrifter is almost 1,000.
Wow, that's not.
Channel Nem as well is almost 1,000 according to BCP's link there, so it's super. T Cake says picked up a Marantz high-end recordable CD player the other day. Had to pay up for it. He wasn't up for an offer, so I paid him the asking price of 50 pence. Wow. Really, Tea Cakes? That's a great price, isn't it?
Wow.
You know what? This is something that I want to talk about, actually. You know, like the whole, selling different things and niching and stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, go for it.
Should we talk about it a little bit? Now would be a good time to insert ads, YouTube's telling.
Wow, thanks for that.
It's all right. Don't worry.
We're all right. We're not going to run an ad.
I don't feel it would be prudent. Right. Now, I want to, Tea Cakes has got his niched business, right?
Oh, come on.
Don't start that pigeon shit, Alf. Seriously. Like this pigeon.
There's a pigeon up there.
Oh, God. That's it now. He's lost it. Okay. Right. So, Tea Cakes has his tea. It's not tea and cake business. I don't know if it is, but tea business definitely, right? Mm-hmm. So Tea Cakes has got that going on, and then on the side he does a bit of the eBay stuff, right? Mm. So Tea Cakes, do you niche with your eBay stuff because obviously it's an add-on to your main business? Or do you pick up anything? I want to know that. I want to clarify that because it would just give me an idea. Because sometimes I think to myself, maybe I shouldn't just be picking up everything, you know? But it makes money and it's hard to leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that out.
I think it's difficult because if it makes you money, you don't want to leave it. But then also it's the processing it and things like that. If you've got a whole bunch of different things, it takes you a lot longer to kind of process. Rather than if you've got similar things that you're processing, you know.
Okay.
It does though, doesn't it? It takes longer.
It does, yeah.
Because if you've got electronics and you're having to test electronics, and then you've got clothing and you're having to prepare and sort clothing. If you've got if you've got other things.
Sounds of the unexpected. Highlight. It's the low light. I only tune in to make the rest of my day feel better, says Peter. That's fine by me. That's fine by me. That's a good thing. Wouldn't want it the other way.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah.
But okay. Just subbed to Reseller Rowboat. Reseller Rowboat?
Yes.
Where?
Up here.
Oh, Beth's channel. Hello. Thank you for... I didn't know about that. Okay. What else were we saying? I still think of Z dancing when he talks about TikTok. Now I've got this image of him dancing around the Ed 209, like that guy dancing around the pint of Guinness. When he comes up from the side and
maybe we should do that.
No.
Yeah, maybe we should do that.
Do you know what? My dad used to love that.
What?
That advert song. He bought the CD single. It was so popular.
Yeah.
He bought the CD single. My dad had really questionable music taste, I think. He did some good songs. But there's a guy and he was wearing a white shirt out of his jeans and he had that haircut where
I'm not sure I remember.
The hair's like a frit the hair was like that. And then he's coming from the side of the camera, from under the table type thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure I remember that.
He just danced around a pint of Guinness.
Maybe I will remember it if I see it.
Yeah, if you see it, you'll remember it.
Yeah,
but it was a very famous advert. But yeah, it was so famous, in fact, that they released the music.
Yeah.
It was already obviously a song, but it got to the high in the charts. It charted because of being in the advert. So it was already like a piece of music out there, obviously.
Oh, would I know the music?
No.
Oh.
No. I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows?
No,
Probably not. No. So yeah, it was already a piece of music, and it became repopularized, I guess. Kind of like well, that's happened a lot recently, hasn't it? Like the Kate Bush thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's repopularized.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've just been listening to Avril Lavigne on the other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Losing Grip. I like that song. Yeah. I like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
She's pretty cool. I don't know why, but I think she's pretty cool. She can really sing. She can really sing. I'm going to come over to Garstang on the 7th if you are open. Says Blue Harvest Toys. Hey, Blue Harvest Toys. When is the 7th?
When's the 7th?
When is the 7th? It's a Wednesday. We close on a Wednesday.
We do close on a Wednesday.
But who knows? We sometimes might be there.
Yeah.
Might be there. I'll pop in. Let me know when you're there, and I'll pop in. And
yeah.
You've seen
we
it
do
all
normally
before.
close.
You've seen it all, but there's nothing to see. There's just.
We do normally close on a
It is
Wednesday.
basically like a small shop with some stuff on the walls here and there, and little Ed 209 now. You know, that's all it is.
You're not selling it much, are you?
You've seen it, you know. I like it. I love it. I love it. You love it.
I love it too.
Yeah, but if you boil it down, you know.
Yeah. Actually, saying that, right? Our last customer today.
Yeah. Go on.
Well, the last person to walk through our doors today. He was. They were an older couple.
Yeah.
And the gentleman was just having a little nosy round, wanted to see what the shop was, and he looks at it and he goes, "I don't understand it." And I was like, "It's not for everyone." It goes, "Yeah, but the grandkids love it." I was like, "Oh."
Yeah,
he just wanted to kind of
get what's the big deal.
What the big deal was.
Yeah. We get that a lot. I think that's quite sweet. You do
I
get
think
a lot
it's really
of,
sweet he came in to find out for himself.
Quite a lot of people come in to check
I
it out.
actually really like that he came in.
And
I'm assuming it was his wife that he came in.
I mean, it's a bit weird, I suppose. You go in and you just see like, imagine if you're not into it and you just see like, you know, Ed 209, or you see Black Widow, and you're like, what, like 300 quid for a figure or something, or then you see like a fluorescent skull.
But they had a good look around, but they just didn't understand like the point of figures and things like that. But then, you know,
I suppose you can explain it to people by saying it's like having a Ladro or one of those other things that people display, like, you know, like when people display those little animals and things.
Those little
there's certain brands, you know, fancy brands that people look out for that do little animals. And Wade's, that's it. Wade whimsies and things like that. And then there's that woman, the Hummel stuff. Hummel was even in Better Call Saul. Hummel pieces are worth a lot, and they're little figurines, aren't they? And then there's Royal Dalton. Like, Dalton stuff is everywhere, isn't it? Like, you know, people have little Dalton figurines. Like, we sold like a little Dalton figurine of some like captain or something.
Yeah.
And that was like 40 quid or something, wasn't it?
Really quick,
exactly. It was. I was just like, I'd much rather have a NECA figure than a captain dude made of glass. You know, I'd much rather have like a RoboCop or something. Do you know what I mean? So it's the same thing, just a different, you know, different angle on it. You know.
I still like the fact that he tried.
He tried.
He was like, I've got to go in and see that cool shop that they keep talking about.
So he'd come in because his grandchildren have been talking about it. Yeah, that's nice. You know what
That's nice.
That is the nicest
I was
bit
like,
of the shop.
actually, I like that. I like the fact
that we have become some people's favourite shop.
Yeah.
And I think that is.
We get called a number of things on the high street, right? We get called sometimes
scary shop.
The creepy shop, the scary shop.
Yeah.
The cool shop is the one that we like. It's obviously called Only Cool Stuff, so you know. Yeah. We also get called the expensive shop.
Which is funny because there's some way more expensive shops on the high street, but okay.
But what other names have you heard?
Oh, loads. I don't know. Loads.
The joke shop.
The joke shop, yeah.
Get that one as well.
God, we've had all kinds, really. Like, do you sell this? Do you sell that? And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you think we sell that? But
I mean, for a long time, we used to get people in, like, just thinking that.
Do we have a crystal? Yeah.
Like we would still like the.
Do you have any
shop.
crystals? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we ain't got no crystals.
But we're gonna confuse them now.
We start doing some.
Now we've got incense burners.
I'm not doing crystals.
No, we haven't got any crystals, and we won't be doing crystals either.
No.
But
yeah, it's interesting. It's nice when you get like described like that, though. You know, it's good. Yeah, it makes me think like, wow, you know.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. It's cool. Come to the flat. I'm not carrying those speakers. Says behalf of his toys. Oh, wait, he's getting something. He's getting some speakers. Oh my God, Tommy has popped in. Tommy,
Hello.
nice to see you, man. Thank you for popping in. Tommy's been COVIDed, so
really,
yeah. I hope he's better. He's probably way better. I'm so out of touch.
Do you know what we've been really?
It's like that Charlie Puth song. We don't talk anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel sad.
But we've been really, really lucky.
Have you seen that video with Selena Gomez and Charlie Puth, and they're singing it live? He comes on.
Why are you interrupting me?
I'm just saying. Because I was just like, you know, me and Tommy could be like Selena Gomez and Charlie Puth. Yeah, we don't talk anymore. Yeah? Who do you think I'd be? I think I could be Selena Gomez. No? Go on. No, you were saying something. What were you saying?
I can't remember.
You were going to say something.
Yeah, well, you interrupted me, now it's gone. And then I just thought, then I was just sat here thinking, man, you're so annoying. Like I'm in the middle of a sentence, and then
We're in
you
the
are
middle
like,
of a sentence?
yeah.
What were you talking about? Let's
I
think.
don't know. I can't remember.
No, we've got to remember now.
It probably wasn't that interesting.
No, it probably
so.
was. That's the thing.
No, I doubt
and I saw
it very
Tommy's
much.
name. It probably was.
No, I doubt it.
No, you were saying something.
No, I wasn't.
If anyone knows what Rebecca was saying, just put it in the chat. It may not be worth this, but
No, it's really not.
it might be. You never know.
It's that important.
It's Tommy's fault. See, he came in. I wasn't expecting to see him, so I saw his little name. I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken to Tommy in ages.
I know.
Or Tracy. It's nice to see Tracy as well. You know, it just reminds me of the old days. Right, so let me think. And you were like, why are you so annoying? You said, didn't you?
I know.
You said, let's try to recreate what happened.
No, I don't want to recreate it because it just made me angry if I forget.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, hi Tommy.
Jesus. Oh, gosh. I thought England was known for British Knights shoes, BK Knight shoes. No, I think I'd say we're known for like better quality shoes. You know, like nice, like like churches and things like that. You know, picking up low ticket items helps you build up stock so you can list something every day for the algorithm, says Sophie. That's a good point. Low ticket items and high ticket items. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I agree. I agree with this. Right?
Yes.
I really, really do, because like this is how I feel about like the comics and things. Like when I'm doing the comics, because I kind of feel like they are. Some of them are like, majority of them are like low value. Okay, there's nothing like really, really special in them. But every so often we get a few little surprises where they're worth a little bit more, but nothing too crazy. And I actually agree with that. Like I think it's good like activity. You never know, someone might, and some people have actually like bought a few of like the lower value ones. And I kind of feel like
even in the shop,
good.
it seems to be the thing, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The lower value stuff is what we say.
Yeah.
Was it something to do with like how people saw the shop? Like,
no, I think we finished that conversation. Yeah, don't waste your time. Honestly, it's fine.
I'm not wasting my time.
Like I said,
We're wasting their time.
It weren't that important. I'm sorry for wasting your time.
No, we're not. No,
Sorry.
We're not sorry, really. If you think about it, we're not. Because if we really cared about your time, we wouldn't do this.
Yeah, it's true. We're really awful people.
Just bad people. Just terrible.
Really awful.
But yeah, on a serious note, yes, I think the low price stuff is really, it's what's worked in the shop massively as well. So yeah, as people say, different strokes for different folks. Very true. Nespresso. I wish you had a coffee machine though. I love to try gourmet coffee made by an expert. I'm not an expert.
No.
But I do make I do make good coffee. Gourmet coffee, yes, it is. You use a niche zero grinder, freshly roasted beans. Oh God, are you playing with the mic again? Hopefully not. I'm using this mic. Does it sound okay? No one's complained about the audio.
We're hoping it's all right.
We're hoping it's okay now because we forgot to ask if it was okay. And then we've just been talking. I think I only bought stuff from Z store last Sunday. Wow, really, Lee? Is that true? Was it that bad? Wow. Well, the car boot, but he got some good bits, I hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happens. Solidarity, fellow Royal Mail colleagues, if you're here, says Day Repairs. Yeah, definitely. 100%. I'm all for it. I'm always for better workers' rights. 100%. Yeah, I'm all for it. Good. If it wasn't for, I think unions are fantastic. So yeah, go unions. Like, I always find it hilarious, right? Well, not hilarious because it used to be annoying. So just to put it into context, we used to use the tube when we used to work down south.
Yeah.
Beck and I used to use the tube.
Yeah, we did.
So every time there was a strike, it
Like,
directly affected us in a big way. But I always found it really kind of like annoying that, especially as someone that worked in the retail sector, where you've got no union, you've got no rights. Companies will pay you as poorly as possible, and you're commission based, blah blah blah. And then on the other hand, I saw these tube drivers that had a union behind them, and the union was getting them really good pay, and everyone's getting mad because they're getting a good deal. Like, you should be mad that you don't have a union to get you a good deal. Don't be mad at them for like being looked after and being part of a union. And at the end of the day, living in London, you need a good wage. And it was like, I kind of felt like it was always, you got to be careful of punching down on people. Like, that's just my personal opinion. Obviously, some people can disagree, but yeah.
It is frustrating, obviously.
Of course it's frustrating. We used to get caught with it. You were pregnant with Hannah, and you had to get massive, because the tubes.
The thing is,
were,
the buses were just absolutely
food bar.
like packed, and there was no way I was getting a bus. Couldn't get a taxi because work needed me in, but then they said, "Oh, we're trying to organise a taxi for you to get home." Blah 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 blah. Because originally I wasn't actually going to go into work. I was like, look,
there's a strike. I can't
heavily
make it.
Pregnant, like right at the end of like my pregnancy, and I was just like, not going to do it. I'm not coming in. They were like, no, come in. We'll get you a cab. Could not get me a cab. They just could not do it. Buses were like awful.
Did they get your cab in, or did they manage to get you a cab in, but they couldn't get you a cab?
They couldn't get me a cab going home. So they got me in.
So they got you a cab.
Get me out.
They were miraculously able to get the cab to get her into work.
Yeah, but then they couldn't get me out. So I was just like, I've had enough. I'm going. So went down to the bus stop. Couldn't get on a bus at all. So I actually
because obviously when the tubes aren't working, the buses just get rammed.
Yeah, I walked from Tottenham Court Road,
past UCL and Goose
right up
Street.
to Camden.
Yeah. Wow.
And then when I got to Camden,
that is a long.
The buses were a lot
lighter. Yeah, so you were able to.
So I managed to get a bus from Camden to I think we were living in Finsbury Park at the time, weren't we?
Yeah, Finsbury Park. Yeah.
So
bonkers.
Massive inconvenience. But
you still respect.
I still respected what they did.
Why not? Why if I had I'd love to have a union fights for your rights, gets you better pay. Workers' rights, man.
Yeah.
That's just,
and then I rang in sick the next day.
Yeah.
I said, I ain't coming in.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just our opinion, obviously. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. I'm always wary of speaking opinions. But sometimes you have to.
I think it's important.
Then you know who you're talking to, right? Then you know who you're talking to. Like you know what? It's kind of like, when you're friends with someone on Facebook or something, and they're friends with you, and then they say some stuff that if they really knew you, they would never in a million years put out there for you to see. Like, they would have a bit of thought and be like, actually, if I'm going to say this, I'm going to make sure this and this person doesn't see it, because my views here are very different or just whatever to this person, and that always happens, doesn't it? And it's like it's good to know people properly. I think sometimes. So anyway,
I think people forget.
Yeah.
With Facebook and stuff, who they've got on their list.
We've seen some amazing. Yeah. We've seen some amazing things, haven't we? That's a nice way of putting it. Right. So yes, solidarity. You got rid of your pet bird, I see, says Mr. Sadie. My pet bird, like the pigeons or something on the roof, they're not.
Oh no, they come and go.
Yeah, unless you were talking about like my hair or something, but no. I was actually going live for once, then saw you both live, says Dave. We're going to be stopping soon, Dave. Yeah. And anyway, Dave, if you want to go live, go live. Yeah. The internet is not owned by any one person.
No, absolutely not.
Just have at it.
Yeah. Because it's all about your time as well. Exactly. Like everyone works on a different schedule.
What if this is the only time you can go live, and then you're not going live? What? Because who are we? Doesn't matter. Go when it suits you. This is one thing I want to put out there as well. I think this is important. Obviously, as communities grow, etc., everyone builds relationships, etc., and it's really good. But you can't get to a point where because you'll never end up ever going live. This is for people that want to go live on YouTube. Because if you want to go live on YouTube, I'm guessing. I mean, we've not done it in a long time. Like, I used to go live all the time before, but now I just don't bother. But if I start to again, I'm just going live, and that's not to be difficult or disrespectful or anything like that. People that want to join you will join you. People that don't. But you've got to go by your life, because you might have other things going on in life, and you may only be able to devote a certain amount of time to YouTube and going live on YouTube. So just do it, Dave. Just do it. Just do it. Yes, that was quite useful information. There you go. It's worth it, right? It's worth it. Nice Life has popped in, and I can see Peter Ray has popped in as well. Thank you for popping in, guys. It's much appreciated. Need to sort myself out. Office packed, and my house is getting that way, says Monkey Thrifter. Oh, that's the worst. You really do. You have to have that sorted out.
We've just cleared a bunch of space.
Yeah, we've been as Lee will tell you, Fix It for Reselling. We've been selling some good stuff at the car boot as well. Yeah, we just need to get rid of stuff.
It's been really nice though, because when we go back into the shop, it's like space. There's nice space, and we're just gonna fill it again. Yeah. Okay. I know we're gonna just fill it again, but. Exactly. It's nice when you get a bit of space back.
Exactly. I never buy more than I can list in a week, says Tea Cakes. I've no death pile and have the in shelves empty for weekend stuff, says Tea Cakes. That's a great system, Tea Cakes. That is a good system. Tea Cakes, did you ever answer about whether you're niched or not? I don't know if you did or not. Hey Vincent, how are you? Did we miss it? We might have missed it, but I don't know. Cookie and the Haydens. Chris has popped in. Thank you for popping in, Chris. Tea Cakes, a thrifter works for me. As you get new stuff, you still have the love and excitement to get it listed, and it shows in the listing. You know what? We'll end on this nugget.
We are gonna go
this nugget of information, right? This nugget of information.
I don't know what you're thinking, so go on.
Okay.
Go for it.
Recently, every time we've listed a good item, it sold almost straight away.
Yeah.
That's
like really quickly.
Yeah, that sounds really obvious, right? But just
I like the way you state the obvious.
I do state the obvious. Yeah.
If your item's good.
When you list things that people want, okay, at a price they're happy with, they will buy it.
And it will sell.
It will sell. Yeah. I've figured that out.
By yourself?
Yeah, but
wow.
mostly. I may have taken bits of this information from other sources. Who knows? But mostly I'll take full credit. List things that people want, okay, at good prices that they're prepared to pay. They'll buy it. That's what happens. It's not when you have bad eBay sales. It's not them. It's you and your crappy products that they don't want. Okay? That's it.
And that goes for us as well.
That goes for us as well.
Okay.
Yeah. When we
He's not saying you.
Yeah. Well, this week is a great example. This week we've not had really great products to list. We've had products to list, which we've listed, right? And some of them have sold. But when you list good stuff, it just sells, right? And when I say it sells, it will sell within an hour of you listing it, within 2 hours of you listing it. We've all had those items, haven't we? Where you list them and they sell straight away. With it, anything that's good will sell within a 24-hour period. Anything that's good, unless you've overpriced it or something like that. As long as you've got to have the price there as well. The price has to be correct.
Yeah,
you can't just be like, I've got a good item. Yeah. You know what? It's all very well. Like you could say, you know, some smart ass is always going to say, oh, but what if I get a brick of gold and list it for 5 million quid? No one's going to buy it unless it's a massive brick of gold worth 5 million quid. It wouldn't be a brick at that point. It would just be like a giant kind of, I don't know what it would be. I don't think it's possible. But you know, you understand what I'm saying, don't you? It's got to be. Why are you laughing?
A giant brick of gold. Well, it wouldn't be a brick of gold, would it?
I'm just... It's so obvious, but it's true. Like, you know what? eBay, like, is not broken, sales, etc. It's all down to having good items. Whenever we've listed good items over the past... Whenever, like even this week, we listed 1 or 2 really good items that we knew were really good items. Guess what? We listed them, they sold. Simple as that. That's all it is. There's literally no magic to it. Okay, like if I look through our sold items this week, I could have told you instantly which one of those items were the good items, and they sold. That means we did sell items which I would consider not good items that have sold. But they might have taken a lot longer to sell. A lot of this stuff, like for example, you know, we've sold stuff which has been listed for a while this week as well, and is sold for good. However, that doesn't make them good items. Like we had, I sold a tiny little Modoc figure, for example, for 15 quid. Buyer paid like 36 quid with shipping. But it took like a good month or 2 to sell, maybe more than 2 months, maybe a couple of months.
No, actually,
3
we've
months.
had that.
A while.
Actually.
So that's not a good item.
I'd say between 3 to 6 months.
It owes us nothing.
Yeah.
So it's gone from £0, like we'll call it a 50p item, and it sold for £15 or £36 with shipping, and we do our own shipping, and our shipping's cheaper, so we'll profit on that as well. So good profit, but is it a good item? I don't think so. You know, it's taken forever to sell. So all that kind of stuff. Good items, really good items, will sell within 24 hours. If you have a good item and you list it at the right price, at like market value, it will sell with, and that means that you can't get an N64 and ask 100 quid for it. Because guess what? I had an N64 and I priced it at 70 quid plus shipping, and it was sat there. As soon as I dropped it and sold it for like 60 or something, or 55, I think, it's gone, because that's the value of it. And it was a good item, and if I'd priced it at 55 or 60, it would have gone as soon as I listed it. But instead, I was just sat on it like a donkey for like...
On most of our items, we do have best offer on as well. Like things that we're willing to take offers on. Like with like the wholesale stuff, like the new stuff, we don't have best offer on because we set the price and we're just like, no, particularly with eBay, because like of the fees and stuff like that, we can't allow it to go like too low, basically. So we won't sell that stuff, and plus majority of that stuff is like toy fairs and shop, isn't it? Is where we want to sell that. We don't, we don't always want to, unless they're willing to pay our price, we're not looking to kind of sell it cheaply on eBay kind of thing. So we don't have best offer on
and
those
that probably doesn't help our algorithm by having stuff that's uncompetitive, does it?
No. I mean, we're as competitive as we can be on it. Yeah. Which is not very.
so it's gonna hurt. It's gonna probably hurt. But like the stuff we list that we have gotten that is good, it just sells. Yeah. And my son is having a yard sale tomorrow. I'm taking some bits, as you would say, says Mr. Sadie. Hello everybody, says David M. Polar Shek has popped in as well. Thank you for popping in, Polar Shek. That's exactly what the owner at the boot seller go to says at the boot seller go to, says Vincent. Oh really? Zaheer, always a bank of knowledge. Very funny, Polar Shek. Problem is, there's probably only one great item for every 100 not so great items. Probably, but there's plenty of good items that will sell quickly. Like a great item doesn't necessarily mean like high monetary value. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't necessarily mean high monetary value. Like I would consider a great item an item that's in demand. Basically if you list an item at its market value, how long will it take for it to sell? That's a great item. So it's not about how much. So for example, if you take I don't know, like a great thing I've noticed at the moment is Blu-ray players, for example, right? 3D Blu-ray players. If you get a 3D Blu-ray player and you list it at 20-25 quid, you're guaranteed that it's going to sell the same day. Like literally, it will sell the same day. If you price it at its right price, it will probably still sell within the same day. So it's kind of like, that's just an example. Or for example, if you have a certain Pokemon card or whatever, it doesn't matter. Basically, there are items. It's not that doesn't mean that they're worth a lot. Like an N64 is not worth a lot. If you just sold one N64 a day, you're not going to become rich, and you can't even get one. Like you said, you're hard to come across. But there's plenty of items that aren't necessarily worth a lot. But if you price them at the right price, you will sell them every day. Like that, for me, that's what you want to be picking up loads of. And I think the problem is, we all do this when we go to the car booths. We buy job lots. We buy we buy as much as stuff we can that we know we can make profit on. There's loads of stuff you can make profit on, but it's going to sit for a little while. And that's what you want to kind of look at and just remove as much as you can, basically, in my humble opinion. Let's see. Yeah, you need more. That's the thing. That's just it, Chris. It's like needing, like, if you focus on it, like I said, I think there are plenty of items that just sell quick. Like there's going to be certain types of shoes that just sell straight away. There's going to be certain jeans that sell straight away. There's going to be certain toys that we know that sell straight away, right? We've had, like, even in wrestling figures, we know certain wrestling figures now that we've just listing and they will just sell straight away. Not for high amounts, but they'll sell straight away. So they're, like sell-through rate.
So if we see them at the car booth, we pick them up.
Exactly. Good is a very subjective term indeed, Polishek. Z, sometimes it's all about when you sell the item. If you waited until November to sell your N64, you may have got more. Yes, that's true, but I'm not about that life personally. I just want to. I want to just move on. I'm not gonna even when you say more, how much more? No, I just to be honest with you, like it's selling an N64 at 60 quid on eBay. You've got a question. You could probably get 40 at a car boot at a push. I think you could get 40 at a car boot, and you'll probably sell it there and then same day. And you'll pocket basically what you'd pocket after fees on eBay, etc. So, I don't know. But yes, sell-through rate. Mr. Sadie says 2 months. I have items sitting for years, but I believe in magic, says Mr. Sadie. You know what? Everyone is different, but I'm just going by like what we're trying to do. We can't. Yeah, we can't. This is the thing. This is the kind of thing that's probably stopping me from making videos. This gets discussed so much, doesn't it? Do you think?
I don't know, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, everyone knows what's good for them, right? You've got to do what's good for you up here. And for me, I know that I want to sell items that just move,
Yeah,
that's just me. That's how I'm wired.
I think it's the way we need it to work for us.
Yeah.
If we're completely honest, it's not that you can't.
You can do it those ways. You could have.
It's not that you can't do it those ways.
You could have a massive inventory of slow selling items that will sell, and you'll sell something
it's
like you say, expect the unexpected, etc. But I need to just. It's not even about it's not even necessarily about the need as well. Sometimes it's about how your head works. Like you might be able to afford to sit on stuff for years, but it might drive you potty in the process. Like looking at it every day. Like I know I struggle just looking at certain things for too long. Yeah. And then it gets to the point where even if they're valuable, you'll see me down the car boot with them. I'm not stupid. I know they've got value. I'm not completely ignorant. I probably have more than one brain cell. It's debatable, but probably. Okay, so I know what I'm selling, but at that point, I don't care. I'm done. You know, I just don't care. It's, to me, it's lost value to me personally. So it just goes, and then I can clean my head out, and I can start with something else. And hopefully the next thing I pick up with that money doesn't hang around. You know, I just don't like things that hang around. When it comes to like that, and it depends. Certain things. Again, like if it's like a really small item, I can deal with that. But if it's taking up like a half a shelf or something, that has to go quick.
Yeah.
You know, like, but if it's something that's small that fits in a crate and I can fit a bunch of them in there, I won't mind so much. So yeah, but yeah, expected unexpected, very true. Polish check. Why sit on an item till Xmas when you can reinvest the money and make so much more? Says Lee. But the demand and stats of items of demand is very flexible. Data is changing. Very true, Polashek. You've got to be aware of what's popular. Just because something has been successful previously doesn't automatically, like they say with investing, past performance does not dictate like future performance. So 100%. So yeah, it's very much about like you've got, but that makes you a better reseller because you're gonna be keeping that sharp. You know, you're not gonna be sitting on stale knowledge. You know, like your knowledge does have to be adapting all the time, so it will make you a better at sourcing. I think you know what I think what it is. I think like everyone thinks they're good at sourcing, and I think most people aren't as good as they think they are. Like I used to think I was great at sourcing, and I'm realizing I'm crap. I'm awful. I'm just not good at sourcing. I need to be awful. Maybe
I think
not crap.
Change.
Yeah, like
I think things change though because like
I think there's always room for improvement.
Yeah.
Like there's always like learning what currently is good. Yeah.
For instance, right? So with the shop, I'm going to go back to talking about the shop now.
The shop.
So with the shop, so Stranger Things, when that got released.
Yeah.
Everyone coming through our door wanted some of Stranger Things. We sold out of our Stranger Things like so quickly, and you know it goes out of like it's not like
all of a sudden we've sold a lot of our Game of Thrones stuff.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
It's been sat there, but because there's a new series out,
and also like Among Us. Okay, so we were selling Among Us plushies as well recently. And I did notice, because I do watch a fair amount of Twitch streams and stuff like that, and I noticed a lot of the streamers were going back to playing Among Us for a little bit, and it's like noticing those sort of changes and trends that you kind of have to jump on, like if you can. But reselling is like the same thing. There's going to be things that like people are interested in, like you know, through COVID, you know, everyone was selling the webcams.
Yeah, webcams went crazy.
Because, like,
puzzles went crazy.
Everyone wanted like, you know, access to, you know, video communication and things like that. And it's like, you know, the sales for the webcams were going crazy. And it's like if you had access to like a whole bunch of webcams, you could make quite a bit of money out of it.
Yeah, I mean, I think definitely. I feel like it's more a case of I think to be really good at sourcing, you have to be a lot more controlled. Like personally, like I'm trying to be a lot more controlled and pragmatic about stuff. Like, you know, it's the old adage, like, you know, there's a lot of stuff there is stuff you're going to have to leave that makes profit. You're going to have to leave because it might not suit your personal business model, right? You might go to the next car boot and they might have an amazingly high-end item that's huge, heavy, takes up a lot of room, and will make a lot of profit. Now, unless you're set up for being able to store that item, to test it correctly, and you're willing to have whatever money it costs to tie it up in it, to wait for it to get a sale, because also the other side of selling like super high-end items is you're not going to get the buyers all the time,
Mm-hmm.
then you have to kind of bear that in mind. Not everyone's going to have those things available to them. So for some people, that amazing item may not be amazing, and they'd be better off picking up something else that is just easy to store. Okay, it doesn't bring that massive return on investment, but for their business model, it may be more suitable. So, for example, like if we went to the car boot this weekend and someone had like, I don't know, like a tractor or something for sale, and they were like, I only want $1,000, but these are worth 10 grand. You know what? Yes, it would be really hard to leave a 10 grand tractor, which I'm being sold for $1,000, but I have got nowhere to store the tractor. I don't really know how to test all the functions of the tractor. I'd probably take some time. I'm not set up for it, is what I'm saying. And as much as I would love that money, I'm not sure I'd be the right person for it. Is kind of what I'm saying. Does that make sense or not?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Would you go with that? Okay, but yeah. I think this chat's gone a bit too serious, but there we go. I'm reducing prices every month. An item is listed. I want things to move quicker. That's a great way of doing it.
Yeah.
In a field full of reselling sheep, I'm the goat, says Tea Cakes. Kathy says, hi, I just got here, but noticed that Tea Cakes is a goat. He is the goat, the greatest of all time, indeed. I always believe you should sell 1 to 3% of your listed inventory daily. Worst case, even slow movers, in my opinion, says Mr. Sadie. Yep, definitely. I think that's a good thing to aim for. Obviously, the bigger your inventory, that's going to become like the kind of number I think that most people will be happy with between. Obviously, if you've got a small inventory, you can be that much more. Imagine if your inventory is only like 200 items, you can really make sure that 200 items is quality. The bigger your inventory gets, inevitably it's going to drop in quality. So yeah. I feel like reselling is like every 3 months your mindset operation system needs to be reset and sharpen a bit up and pivot a bit in order to catch up on current trends. It's not easy as they get comfy. That is a great point, Polishek. Polishek, there, you've explained that really well. Like it's like your operating system is your head, your mind. That is a really nice way of putting it, actually. You need a little reboot every now and then so you can 100%. That's actually a beautifully put, Polishek. Really like that. Mr. Sadie says, is your tractor sexy though? Can always shift the tractor, says TK. You probably can, but you need to know where, how, storage, there's more to it. The mind, the mental real estate it would take up, because then suddenly you're going to have to figure out, like, learning about tractors and what to look for, what's good, what's bad. How do you know that your tractor hasn't had some like pimping upgrade and you're just going to let it go without getting full value of the pimping upgrade? The guy might have installed like a super sick dubs on it. It might be rolling on spinning rings and you haven't noticed because you don't know about tractors. I don't know. I don't think they do.
Seems like that's quite a fancy tractor you got there.
Pimping tractor. Yeah. So yes, I'm more into combine harvesters, says Chris.
We'll let you know.
It's the same as film props. The new film stuff goes crazy. I'm buying a King Triton crown from the live version of The Little Mermaid, paying $4.5 grand, but selling for 10. Wow. See, that's some numbers in their night's life.
Yeah.
4.5 gibblers, man. I'm more into my heart. It was a very funny comment. I liked that, Chris. Hello from the North Pole. Money Mental Boom, Wrexham's answer to Ryan Reynolds. Thank you for popping in. Really appreciate it, Andrew. Okay, so yeah. Anyway, I think that was the.
Yeah.
We're spent now. Okay. This became too serious. We were meant to just waste your time
for an hour, and we've gone over that.
We wanted to just leave you disappointed and with a dirty taste in your mouth. But I think we've now offered too much content
stuff
there.
Now.
Forget everything in the last 5 minutes of the stream. Ignore it. Wipe it.
20 minutes.
20 minutes. Oh, schmeg. Wow. We've really gone over.
20 minutes.
All right. Okay. Well.
But hey.
We'll see you during the week, maybe. I might just pop on.
We can't promise that because
I might just pop on the live stream.
We might just talk about all the videos that we didn't make.
Or we might just, yeah. We don't know.
We don't know.
All right.
We're like mixing it up here.
Yeah, very much so. Well, we're only talking to you like this while I'm fumbling around looking for the end stream button